Today, we're going to talk about religious and believers.
Welcome to the mountain of fire,
Home to the spiritually inclined. A couple of weeks ago, we did a video on Jesus Christ and religion. And someone asked me, how can a religious know that he's being religious? And what is actually the way that Jesus Christ showed us? So today, we're going to address that. Let's jump right in. The description of a true believer is found in John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. This is the description of the true believer. And most of the time, the religious will fight you to the teeth to try to convince you that he is following God through his religion. He does not know that his religion has been set up by a man to control how he should believe. And also, he will fight you to the teeth to make you understand that his religion is the true religion. They are doing things by the book according to what the religion says. And most of the time, the religious, they like to portray the self-righteous habit, the self-righteous image, and they will try to preserve it no matter what. They will engage themselves in a sinful habit if they know that they can get away with it. And if they get caught, they will still fight and try to preserve that self-righteousness. The believer, on the other hand, even though he will make mistakes, if he get caught, he will accept the consequences. He will go in it and be responsible for what he did. And the believer follows God because he loves him, because he wants him. And even when he can get away with a sinful habit, he will not engage himself in it just because he knows God sees him and he knows it's displeasing to God. And the believer knows that he is the testimony of the living God. His life is what shows the existence of God. He lives a life based on love. He let his life express the love of God to the world and let his life express the existence of God. His life is what is actually preaching to people. Rather than trying to fight for his religion, the believer is following God for himself, according to what Jesus Christ did and showed us, because Jesus Christ came and he lived a life based on love, loving us and developing a relationship with God. And that's what the true believer is after, living a life based on love and developing a relationship with God rather than developing a relationship with a religion. So the next time you find yourself arguing, being angry, or being resentful, because religious people, they usually resent everybody else just for the simple fact that they're not part of the religion. So next time you find yourself portraying or displaying those habits or those characteristics, pause and think, wonder, just ask you this simple question: am I being religious? Because if it's the case, you can just stop, seek God, love God, and become a true believer. You don't need a religion to get to God. All you need is wanting God, to love him. That's it. Abraham didn't have a Bible, but God showed himself to him. It's within your heart. Seek God because you love him. And within your heart, if you honestly seeking him, he's going to show himself to you. You don't need a religion for that. And that concludes our topic for the day on religious and believers. And I hope I answered it to your satisfaction. And if you have any comment, any suggestion, any feedbacks, I would love to read them. You can drop them in the comment box. And until next time, stay encouraged. God bless you and God keep you. And thank you for watching.